You had Rachel Zegler on the docket too. I think actresses should be quiet. So like I understand.
Such an asshole.
You know, what
Is she the one that's on the cover of Cosmo with the cover story authored by Jack Anton?
I don't know. I just know of her stupid statements.
Let me look this up.
Yeah, I think actresses should be quiet. And
I
like,
love.
This has been such a catastrophic nightmare for Disney that Disney has decided to cancel the premieres of Snow White.
Rumors are spreading quickly. Did Gal Gadot blame Rachel Zegler for the movie's PR disaster? Or is this just an overreaction? Let's find out.
Rachel Zegler, who stars as Snow White, condemned Prince Charming as weird, stalker, adding that she hates the original. Nice start. Leaked photos from the set revealed that 7 dwarfs had been sensationally axed, replaced by multiracial, gender non-specific, magical humans.
Whether you love it or hate it, this live-action remake is one of Disney's most talked-about projects. But things got even more intense when Rachel Zegler called Prince Charming a stalker and said the 1937 classic was old-fashioned.
It's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White. That is, yeah. She's not going to be saved for the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming
But
about
she's gonna die.
love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she does.
That's a sure way to upset Disney fans. Some think Zegler's comments hurt the film before it even came out, while others believe it was time to update the story. What do you think?
The thing, for those of you who have forgotten, right now, just yes, this is so people are upset. People are not looking to watch this film, Snow White, because they're passionate, and she's thrilled to be a part of something, and she's just doing her.
If you're tired of Hollywood's constant debates, get ready. This drama isn't over yet. Here's the biggest surprise. The 7 dwarfs aren't dwarfs anymore. Instead, Disney replaced them with CGI magical creatures, and fans are furious. Some say Disney is erasing an important part of the original movie, while others believe they're just avoiding outdated stereotypes. No matter what, reactions have been intense. Some see it as progress, while others call it an insult. And then there's Gal Gadot. She seems to be quietly stepping away from Rachel Zegler's controversial comments. While Zegler upset fans by calling Prince Charming a stalker and criticizing the original Snow White, Gadot has taken a different approach. She's praised the classic and avoided any direct mention of her co-star's remarks. Is this a smart PR move to protect her reputation? Or is she subtly disagreeing with Zegler?
If you disagree with the sentiment, just hit the unfollow button. I don't need your business.
You know, what's really interesting about this is not that this is something new. Rachel Zegler has been doing this for a very long time.
Fans online are analyzing every interview, trying to figure out if there's real tension between the stars. Are people reading too much into it, or is something really going on? And here's another big sign of trouble. Did you notice there was no big red carpet premiere? No Hollywood Boulevard event, no flashing cameras. Insiders say Disney is in full damage control, afraid a live event could turn into another PR disaster. Is this their way of avoiding more controversy? Or do they already know the movie is in trouble?
Rachel Zegler on the docket is she's an asshole. That's number one.
What if Rachel Zegler, already at the center of controversy, made another viral comment? Some think Disney is keeping her away from interviews to prevent more PR trouble. But could this plan backfire? If fans start believing that Disney is turning its back on Zegler when she needs support, it could create an even bigger issue. Is Disney making a smart move to avoid a meltdown? Or are they setting themselves up for an even bigger disaster?
It is, and it's really neat to put her next to Gal Gadot, who's absolutely stunning.
Yeah,
So
it's not very. We argued about.
Have you followed Rachel Zegler's political views? She hasn't been shy about sharing her opinions on Donald Trump and progressive issues. Some fans support her, while others see it as a reason to boycott the movie. Meanwhile, Gal Gadot's background as an Israeli actress and former soldier is very different from Zegler's vocal support for Palestinian causes. Neither has spoken publicly about this, but fans have noticed the silence. Is there real tension, or is it just speculation? Then there's Peter Dinklage, who reignited the debate. He praised Disney for casting a Latina Snow White, but criticized them for still telling a backwards story about dwarfs living in a cottage. His comments shook Hollywood. Disney responded by saying they replaced the 7 dwarfs to avoid offensive stereotypes. But that explanation sparked even more backlash. Critics argued that removing dwarf roles completely took away job opportunities for actors with dwarfism. Did Disney's attempt to fix the controversy just make things worse? Social media is still buzzing, but the bigger question is, will this movie even make money? Rumors say Disney executives are worried about a box office disaster. Early reactions have been mixed. Boycotts are gaining traction, and negativity online is relentless. Some experts fear this could be another John Carter-level flop, while others hope Gal Gadot's global star power can still bring in some cash. And if you think all this controversy is just noise, think again. Many fans see this as part of a bigger problem: frustration with Disney's live-action remakes. From The Lion King and Mulan to Pinocchio and now Snow White, is Disney losing its magic? Many audiences are wondering, has Disney lost its creativity? Are they replacing good storytelling with a checklist of modern updates? Is Snow White just an unfortunate victim of controversy, or is this the beginning of Disney's downfall at the box office? Maybe you're still curious enough to see the movie, or maybe you'd rather watch paint dry than another remake. But what about Rachel Zegler? Some say she brought the backlash on herself with her outspoken comments, especially when she told critics to unfollow her. Others believe she's young and new to Hollywood, and she may not have realized how her words would be magnified online. Should people give her some grace, or has she hurt her own career? Should classic stories stay the same, or is it natural to update them for new generations? The debate continues, and Zegler has been noticeably quiet lately, perhaps realizing that every comment sparks new headlines. Meanwhile, Gal Gadot has stayed calm and professional. While Zegler criticized the original Snow White, Gadot has praised its legacy and respected longtime fans. Some think she's subtly reminding everyone to appreciate the original. Is this just good PR, or are we reading too much into it? And then there's Disney itself. Reports suggest that executives didn't expect this level of backlash. They may have assumed casting a Latina actress as Snow White would be widely praised, but they underestimated how much fans love the original's look and feel. With the removal of the dwarfs and Zegler's viral remarks, the controversy only grew. Now the question remains, can Snow White recover, or is Disney facing a major box office disaster?